Hey, what's up guys? We're gonna do this quick video for everybody who's home and wants to practice their soccer skills. Maybe practices were canceled for one reason or another, and we want to keep you guys sharp. So I'm putting together this video today with some of my boys here. We got Henry right
Charlie.
here. We got Charlie. And we got Sam. Sam plays U10 travel soccer, and Charlie plays U11 travel soccer, and Henry over here is our 5-year-old kindergartner kicking butt.
Baby.
Let's go, baby.
I'm good. Get a new soccer skill.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna put together some drills for you guys to do at home. Hopefully you got a friend or family member who's able to do some of these drills with you. But it's important to get out there, get some touches on the ball, especially if the coach isn't running any practices. So we're gonna start with our first drill in just a couple minutes.
First up.
No, you have to say 50.
50?
Toe touches.
Do it.
Do it. 3, 2, 1.
The reason for these toe touches is to get a nice feel on the ball and to get your brain to understand how far away that ball is from your foot when you're running up and down the field.
Come on, Henry.
Nice work, Hen.
Henry, keep working.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy. Keep working, Hen.
How many you got, Henry?
I don't know.
Well done.
Hey guys, so for this drill we're going to be doing brush overs 10 times with our right foot, then our left foot.
There and back for 10 times.
Between the cones.
And we can just watch these drills.
All right, let's have it. Go ahead.
Oh, gosh.
All right, see, we want to keep the ball under control. Good. It's so important to get good at both feet, right feet and left feet. Left foot and right foot. This is a great drill to open up extra space between you and a defender. This is great for defensemen to get really good at as well. So that when they're trying to maintain possession, maybe clear a goal kick, they have total control of the ball.
Try to keep your head up, too.
Good advice, Charlie. Keep your head up. The beginning, for younger players, they're going to keep their head pointed down looking at the ball, but it's important they're looking for space up the field. They're aware of their surroundings. They know if someone's making an overlapping run,
You missed it. I meant Henry.
they can find him in the corner, find space. But this is great. And once your player gets good at this, they'll be able to move the ball without even looking at it,
He's him.
back and forth, side to side, and be able to maintain possession.
I'm done.
Nice work, Ken.
I've done also.
All right. In this next drill, we're going to talk about doing a pullback. And one of the things that some of the boys I've coached do is they pull the ball back and they don't have control of the ball anymore. They kind of lose sight of it because it's behind them. So I want to make sure that our boys are keeping the ball underneath their feet and they're in total control. The pullback's a great move to change direction. In some instances, it's maybe not the best move, especially on the defensive end of the field. I want to talk about that with this drill and the next drill. But let's talk about how to do a successful pullback. It's important for everybody to know how to do it with their right foot and left foot. So in this drill, we just got 2 cones. We're going to practice a couple different taps. Before we hit the cone, we're going to stop the ball and pull it back. And I have total control of the ball. It's underneath my body. We're going to dribble, stop, and pull back. The problem with some of our young athletes is they're dribbling and they're doing a pullback and they don't have the ball anymore. It's behind them, or they're dribbling, they're pulling it back and they're spinning the wrong way, and it's so easy to lose possession by doing that. When I have a young defender do that and there's a player behind him and his goalie's here and he's trying to clear the ball and he pulls it back, he's giving the other team a layup. And instead of that, there's other things we could do with the ball. We could dribble with the outside of our foot to help get the ball out into space away from our goal. We could even play the ball back to our goalie, but sometimes that pullback's just not going to work if we do it incorrectly. For But if that player maybe pulled it back, kept the ball under their body, they're in total control of the ball, and it's a much better situation for the team. So we're going to practice this a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to do this with my right foot one way, my left foot one way, 10 times there and back.
Nice. Good. Keep that ball under your body. Perfect. So important to get good with both feet. You never know which direction you're spinning and turning and going to be on the field, so you got to be able to use both feet at all times.
Hey, Daddy, are we going to do it all together?
Why don't you go, Hen? Let's see you do it. No hands. All right. What do we teach, Hen? Both feet? Henry, where do we keep the ball?
Right foot in our bodies.
Right under our body, right? Exactly. And keep that ball nice and close and use both feet. Make sure you spin the right way, Sam. Good. Keep it under your body. Nice work, Charlie.
Thank you.
A simple drill, but something we have to excel at is the basics. All right, so in this installment of turning with the ball, we're going to work on having a lot of touches on the outside of the foot, turning to our left and to our right. So again, we have to get good at both feet. And this is an ideal drill anywhere on the field, but I really like our defenders to get good at this. I mentioned before the pullback, not always the best move for a defender. If you're dribbling with the ball, you got possession, and your goalie's here, you're a defender, you got attackers right behind you. You do a pullback like we mentioned before, they're going to be all over you. You got to get the ball to the outside or play it back to the goalie. But if you're going to get the ball to the outside, you got to get good with the outside of your foot to turn. And we got to learn to do that on a dime in a small space. So in this drill, we're going to practice dribbling between two cones and turning with our left foot, tap, tap, tap to the outside. And then we're going to practice with our right foot, tap, tap, tap to the outside. And if we get really good at this, it's going to help lock up our defense, keep the ball out of the back of our net, and really frustrate defenders when they're trying to press us, not get an easy steal and a counterattack. So we're going to do this 10 times back and forth. Nice, outside of foot, lots of touches. The boys here are working in a figure 8, back and forth, around the net, around the cones, I mean. Good. Our players got to get good at the inside of their foot, outside of the foot, touching the ball at the top of the foot, the bottom of the foot. So this is a great drill to practice the outside of their foot. And if you could change direction on a dime and then work on accelerating out of the turn, you're going to leave people in the dust.
Remember, always keep your head up.
Charlie is a big proponent of keeping your head up. I love it. I love it. Especially for our players working in the middle of the field. Our center midfielders, they're receiving balls constantly, finding space, making nice passes. Our defenders, you got to keep your head up. You got to see where the midfield's coming to help you with the clearance. Maybe you got a striker upfield making a run. You got to keep your head up. And what about our forwards?
The ball's going.
Yeah, you got to see what direction the ball's going, where your team's moving. Looking for the open man. For the strikers, right? You might receive a pass. Maybe you're holding the ball up a little bit and you're looking for an overlap. Maybe you got a defender making an overlap run or a midfielder. You got to pick your head up and find that player. All right, in this drill, we're going to work on receiving passes with the inside of our foot, the outside of our foot, and the bottom of our foot. So I'm gonna be the coach, the parent that's working with the player, and he's gonna be the one practicing with these 3 cones, and I'm gonna be feeding him passes to practice his receiving touches. It's so vital that we get good at a nice soft touch, so that if the ball comes into us real hard, we can control the ball with a nice touch, set ourselves up for a shot or just a pass or to dribble. When the ball comes fired at us and it goes off our foot and it goes to the right, the left, over us, behind us, the ball's bouncing and we don't have control of the ball, it's real easy to lose possession. And in soccer, I feel like we need to minimize the opportunities of a 50-50 ball, and we have possession to make a pass. It's 100% that we're going to keep possession of the ball. So it's a matter of giving someone a good pass, but also being able to handle the pass with the inside, the outside, the bottom of the foot. So in this drill, I'm going to pass the ball to the player. Every pass I make is going to be basically like a give and go. I'm going to give it back to him in the same spot on the cone. The first part of this drill, Charlie's going to practice the inside of his foot. So I'm going to give him a pass. He's going to move from the inside of his foot to the other inside of the foot. Inside of the foot, boom. Going around the cones. Now we're going to come back the other way. I'm passing the ball on the same side of the cone. Boom. He's coming around the cones. Good. Good. This is a pretty good drill because you're using your brain, your feet. You're working closely with a partner. And now we're practicing the inside of the foot. Next, we're going to practice the outside of the foot. So Charlie's going to receive a pass. In this case, he's going to use his left foot and he's going to drag it over around the cone. This is a great way to change direction with the ball when you're receiving a pass. Good. As the coach again, I'm putting it right between the cones that he just sent it to me. Now he's using his opposite foot. He's bringing the ball the other way. At home, you can do this back and forth 10 times. Good.
If you don't have cones, you could use basically anything to...
Yeah, if you don't have cones, you could use socks. You could use hats.
Rocks.
You could use rocks. You could use paper clips, whatever you need. Alright, so we're going to do this back and forth. We're not going to film it all. Alright, the last one we're going to do is using the bottom of the foot. So Charlie's going to grab the ball at the bottom of the foot, sweep it over to his next foot. Here we go. Good. Good. Now we got the players practicing the bottom of the foot, outside of the foot.
Got it turned off.
Inside of the foot. It's still filming. It's still filming. Don't worry.
Oh yeah.
GoPro is awesome. How you feeling, Charlie?
No sponsor.
No sponsorships.
I feel better.
So you feel good? You got control of the ball?
Yep.
You're ready to receive a pass that's coming in at you 90 miles an hour? All right, we're going to cover throw-ins for a little bit because it's really important that we maintain possession when we have a throw-in. And this is something you can practice at home. A lot of time on the field, we're not spending a lot of time on throw-ins, but it's really important. You know, if we win a throw-in, we want to keep possession and create a scoring opportunity. So there's a couple different places on the field that throw-ins could occur in our defensive end and our offensive end. But typically, wherever it occurs on the field, do you realize who's basically always open? The uncovered guy or gal is usually the guy throwing it in. So if we can get a solid throw into one of our players and they can control the ball off their chest or their foot, and if we can play it back to the person throwing the ball in, that person's got a great perspective, great view of the field. They also, their head's up, they can see if someone's making a run or not. We pass it back to them, they're gonna have an extra second or two on the ball because they're usually left uncovered. So we're gonna practice 2 different ways to throw the ball into somebody and how to receive a pass off the chest or off your foot. And now the thrower, they can put it off the person's chest and then with their chest and foot play it right back, or the thrower can play it right in. Both hands have to go straight over the head, but play it in right to the foot. Boom, quick trap, touch back to the man throwing it in, and we're good to go. We're keeping possession. So this is a great drill to practice at home. You get a mom, dad, or a coach throw the ball into you. We want you to practice receiving and getting the ball back right away from our chest or off of our foot. You got to be careful. Some players, especially young players, they try and trap the ball with their knee. It's the most unpredictable place to try and trap the ball. Off their thigh, off their shin guards, whatever. we got to make sure that we're lifting up our foot and we have a nice soft receiving touch, kind of like the Mighty Ducks when they're doing soft hands, passing the eggs on the ice. We want soft feet. Keep the ball in front of us. We can play the ball back to the man or the gal who's throwing the ball in. So when Charlie in the red makes the throw, he can step right on the field and he's got space. He's open, he's uncovered. So if we can get that ball back over to his feet as soon as possible, we'll maintain possession. There we go. That was a chest pass.
Daddy,
Good.
Daddy, look at this. Charlie! Charlie! Charlie!
Good.
Charlie!
A lot of our young players are focused on throw in, turn, and go directly at the net. Go directly at the goal. Typically in this situation, Charlie, if we're on the offensive side of the field, he's going to have 2 defenders behind him at least. And for him to turn with his back to the goal and then dribble through 2 defenders is probably next to impossible at the U11 level. So in most situations, Charlie's best bet is going to be pass it back to the player that's throwing the ball in. Charlie's practicing off his chest, nice soft touch to his foot. Also, Sam, why don't you try to throw directly to Charlie's foot? Boom, there we go. That ball goes right back up to Sam. Sam's not afraid to shoot from that distance, that's for sure. All right, nice work, boys. That was good. Nice touch, Charlie. Basically got that ball to die right on his foot. Thank you, Tree.
Hey guys, you can do some juggling.
Let's do some juggling. All right, we're gonna close out this session with some juggling. We're gonna start with their right foot. Let's get 50 juggles on their right foot. If the ball hits the ground, you can start again at the number you were at. It does not have to be 50 in a row. We want our players to get lots of touches on the ball, especially at home. We're not gonna become the best at what we do by just practicing a couple times a week with our team. Winners are made when nobody's looking, right? And that's when we're practicing at home. So good job. We do 50 with our right foot. Nice, Charlie. Keep that ball close. Good job, Sam. All right, then we're gonna switch it up. Left foot. Let's do 50 with your left foot. We've been talking all program about the importance of left foot and right foot. Good, Charlie. I talk to a lot of coaches on the Twitter sphere, and they all talk about, hey, juggling doesn't mean you're a great soccer player, but they've never met a great soccer player that cannot juggle. This is an easy drill to do at home, easy exercise. It's fun, gets the heart rate up. All right, next we're gonna alternate. Let's bring it back together. We're gonna alternate left foot and right foot. Finally. Let's do it. Ow. Apparently coaches should wear shin guards while they're filming. You have both feet going, Sam? Charlie's practicing on multiple surfaces. All right. Nice work, boys. You want to close out with any words of advice?
Keep practicing, keep your head up, and try hard.
Excellent. Anything for the viewers at home?
Yes, I have something.
And also, like and subscribe. And if you have any other moves that you think we should try, link them down in the description. See ya, and we do it for the kids. Peace.